Hey guys, Happy New Year! If you haven't seen my whatever video I posted on my housewife life where I filmed up here, this is my loftus, because it's an office in a loft. In our home here in Utah, it's actually in our bedroom, and I am going to film before I go home at the end of this week. I'm going to film a little tour because I mentioned this several different places, maybe Facebook or Twitter, but when I kind of put together my loftus when I was here in October, I filmed a whole bunch of stuff. I filmed a before look, kind of me working on stuff, and then a Target haul about all the things I bought, and then a final tour, and I lost all that footage and it was really depressing. But I actually still have just the before part and me putting together some of the furniture. It's just a few minutes, but at least I still have the before shots, so I didn't lose that footage. So I'm going to refilm the after tour. Unfortunately, I don't have my Target haul anymore, but I'll point out where I got everything, because most of the stuff I got at Target that you'll see in the little tour. But that's where I'm sitting right now, and I'm trying filming from a different angle to see if the lighting's a bit better, so you guys will have to let me know. Because I plan to film up here from now on when I'm here at our house in Utah. But I don't know if I said this at the beginning, I'm totally blanking, but Happy New Year! It's mid-week, it's the middle of the first week of January, and I hope to get this video up before I go home. And I don't even, it hasn't quite registered yet. That's a completely different year. But what has registered is that the holidays are over. We actually took down all the Christmas decorations here at our Utah house yesterday. Everything at my own house in Chicago area is still all up because I'm not there, obviously, and I'll probably leave it up for a few days so I can kind of catch my breath when I get home. But it's kind of sad. So I left all the Christmas decorations up in my loftus because I just want to film a little snippet of how I decorated it for Christmas to put in that little video when I put that together. But I'm going to be taking those things down probably either today or tomorrow. So it's kind of sad. Putting away Christmas decorations is sad. But what isn't sad is the new year, at least for me. I find it's a very motivating time for me. It's kind of when I look back on the year behind me and focus more on what I would like to make changes to or continue doing that I liked doing in the previous year in the new year. So that was a very uneloquent way of saying I like making New Year's resolutions. I have, for as long as I can remember, written down a list of New Year's resolutions every year around this time. I don't feel like I have to start everything on January 1st. It's more of a general kind of outline, and it actually is an outline. I wrote them down in outline form of things I'd like to do, either continue doing, like I said, or change things up a bit. And it's not like do or die. It's not like if I don't do all of these things, I'm going to be so upset with myself at the end of the year. No. When I was reflecting a bit, when I was working on this, the other great thing about working on something like this is it really gives you a chance to reflect on your past year, which I tend to do at this time of year anyway. But when I was reflecting on the last year and thinking about all I had accomplished or hadn't quite accomplished, I was overall, yeah, that helps. We gotta keep the screen on. Okay, hold on. I gotta keep my computer's right here, and when the computer screen is on, I'm having trouble talking today. It's better lighting for both sides. Right. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm on vacation brain. But, right. When I was reflecting on the past year, I'm really proud of myself overall. I think that would be the biggest thing. Yes, I suffered 2 kind of substantial injuries due to my running. I didn't get quite as much done as I had planned. I'm still really behind on my craft room. And there were a couple projects I was hoping to get to by the end of the year I just didn't have time for. And, I wish I had made a little bit more time for myself for some downtime, because I feel like a lot of 2011 I was running around like a crazy person, or like my husband likes to say, like a chicken with her head cut off. But overall, my general feeling of 2011 is I'm just so proud of myself. I really grew as a person. So I think I'll talk a little bit more about, I'm going to do a little New Year's vlog on my housewife life. So if you're interested in kind of hearing that kind of thing, you can check that out. I'll probably post it around the same time as this video. But, like I said, part of my planning for the new year is to write down sort of a general outline of goals and general things I'd like to accomplish this year. And like I said, I'm going to say this like 5 times, but it's not do or die. It's not like if I don't do these things, it'll be a terrible year. This is just to help me kind of focus in on the new year, focus in on what my biggest goals are, what my priorities are this year, because they shift, you know, things change. As you grow and as things change around you, as your circumstances change, you change, and so do your priorities. And taking this time, especially at such a pivotal time of the new year, when it's sort of like a fresh, clean slate, is a really great opportunity, at least for me, to sort of recalibrate and recharge. So I have this vacation every year. We're in Utah for the holidays, so this is a nice time for me to recharge and slow down and think about these things and then kick back up into gear. So I thought I would share my resolutions with you this year because I asked around about it and people seemed interested. And what I did is I broke it down into 5 overall categories. And I'm just going to go through the order of that I wrote them down. They're not in order of importance. Really, if anything, I would say they go from least important to most important, but they're all important things that I really want to focus on this year. So they're all very important to me, but the most important ones are the last ones, and I think you'll be able to tell when I get there. So I'm going to be looking at the paper so I can remember what order I said things in and share them with you. So here we go. My first category is for social networking and YouTube. And that for me means, Organized Like Jen, My Housewife Life, Winnie the Zoo, and all my related, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, Organized Jen is my Twitter, Organized Jen is my Facebook fan page. All of those links are always in the bottom more info bar below. So if you're interested in that. I started Pinterest this past year, which is a lot of fun. And so that's what I'm talking about when I talk about social networking. So, and then I have little bullet points under this number 1 category of social networking. The first one is to start my Organized Jen blog. I already have the website address. I've already picked I think I'm going with WordPress for my blog engine. But I just have to put it together. So I really want to start this month. So I'm giving myself the entire month of January to kind of get that started. And my goal, once it's up, is to post on it twice a week. And these will be posts that range from different categories. That will be obviously organizational things, as well as stuff that I'd like to talk about on my housewife life. Winnie probably won't be a big feature on the blog because she has her own blog, winniethezoo.com, which I post on every day. But she might crop up in there once in a while, you never know. But, pop up, that's what I meant. But basically, it'll be where I go into a lot more detail. I've kind of been mini blogging with my Facebook fan page, making like mini posts where I'll post a picture or a topic and I'll discuss a little and then I'll ask for your feedback. It'll sort of be in that vein, but maybe even a little more involved. So hopefully I'm really going to try to get that up by the end of the month, and there will definitely be an announcement when that is up and ready. Excuse me. The second bullet point in this category is to post on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and winniethezoo.com daily. I have been trying to do this for the past, as long as I've had these things. So I've had Winnie the Zoo for a couple of years and Twitter for about a year. Facebook and Pinterest I've had since the fall. And Facebook is more of like an every other day sort of posting for me. I count when I put up a link to one of my new videos as a post. So if that's a post, then posting every day is realistic for me. I try to pin something every day on my Pinterest account, and I'm on Twitter like every day, at least 3 or 4 times a day, if not more. And Winnie the Zoo, I'm still posting 3 pictures and little accompanying, blurbs or whatever, 3 times 3 pictures a day on her blog. Some days I can't get to it because I'm still playing catch up with that. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm finally caught up to December photos. I just started posting the beginning of December photos, so once I'm within like a week or 2 of current time, it'll go back to 1 post a day. But I'm playing catch up with that, and I've been pretty good about it. It's been a little hard with the traveling and stuff, but to post on everything, all of those sites, more or less daily would be awesome. So that's a big goal of mine. And also to post on all 3 of my YouTube channels 1 time a week minimum. This is a big thing for me. So I was trying to do too much earlier in 2011 with videos, and I just got kind of overwhelmed. And it kind of ebbs and flows with different projects that I'm working on, or how much time I have to work on things or whatever. My housewife life, I always have more stuff for, because it's a lot simpler for me to film. I really just sit down and talk to you like I'm doing now, or just show you things or whatever. And that's easy, and it's easy to edit. Organized like Jen, obviously, is more complicated because it's more project involved. It takes a lot more planning and action, and the editing is more involved. So that's a little bit harder, but I've been really trying to post 1 video a week on Organized Like Jen for the past couple of months, and I've been doing pretty well. So I'm going to try to keep that up. My housewife life won't be a problem. There'll probably be more than 1 video up a week. That's sort of my minimum. And then Winnie the Zoo Tube, which is Winnie's YouTube channel that accompanies her blog, I'm still working on our grooming series. I'm just finishing that up. And after that's done, we'll see if I can still keep up with 1 video a week. I'll have to think of different topics for that channel. But I'm going to try, because it's important to me right now in my life to be present on my YouTube channels, because they bring me so much joy. So that's why it's made onto the priority for 2012 list. And then lastly for this category is to finally catch up on all my snail mail, emails, and YouTube messages and related correspondence. I've really fallen behind. It's just so hard. I get hundreds of comments a day. I get, at least dozens of emails a day and messages galore, and I really want to get back to all of you. I really do. I finally caught up with all my snail mail that isn't the holiday card exchange. I'm about halfway through the holiday card exchange cards, and I just really ask that you guys be patient with me. I am going to get back to all of you. I'm giving myself some time because I needed a little bit of a break. But I'm hoping to finish all of the holiday card exchange, getting back to all of you by the end of next week, so by mid-January. And I think that's definitely possible. So I'm almost caught up on the snail mail. It's just the holiday. I got like 150 or so cards, which is awesome. I had to order more of my cards to send you back. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun with that, and I'm definitely going to do that next year as well. But I just want to get more on top of my emails and stuff. So once I'm done getting back to everybody from the holiday card exchange, I'll start working on my emails and all of that, and the messages for YouTube. So you guys are important to me, and you reaching out to me means a lot to me. And I am going to get back to you. I'm going to do my best to get back to you. So I just ask you to please be patient, and I'll do my best to get back to you. All right, so that's the first category, my social networking, YouTube related stuff. Now let's see. My second category is personal organization. You guys know this is an important part of my life. If you're watching this video, you know what this channel is all about. Last year, so for the last few years, I switched over to a digital calendar. I use my calendar application that comes with my Mac, and it's on my iPhone, it's on my iPad, it's on all of my computers. It syncs, wirelessly through iCloud, which is great, but I've been really trying to give it a fair shot. It's just not working for me. I've really dropped the ball on a lot of important things like birthdays and anniversaries and special dates like that. I haven't really missed any appointments, but I don't know, it bothers me that I've missed so many special days like birthdays, and I really just miss the feel of an actual planner. I used to be planner crazy. I had Filofax for years, and in high school, through at least half of high school and all of college, and up until about 2 years ago, I had a Filofax, and it was like my life. And I was just much more on top of things. So I bought a new beautiful Filofax actually when I hosted the 1-year anniversary contest on this channel in the summer. One of the runners-up who submitted a video about how they get organized or whatever, did Tara, I believe. I don't know how she pronounces her name, but I believe her name is Tara or something. But she talked about her Filofax, her A5 Filofax, which is like kind of a big, it's not up here, it's downstairs. Unfortunately, I'm working on it. But I bought one. She totally inspired me, and I kept thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to work on this, I'm going to get this up and running. I was so busy for the last half of 2011, I never got to it, which is really, really sad. But I'm finally working on it. Now it's the new year. It's sort of like kicked my butt into gear, and I'm getting that all put together. And once I have it all put together and I've lived with it for a little bit, maybe like a week or two, I'll do a video on it for this channel specifically. So I'm hoping to get that up and running. I'm already working on it, so that's good. And to go along with that, another bullet point in this category is to be more on top of my calendar, planning in general, because I did have my project management and to-do list, system that I showed, I don't know, it was one of my first videos, I think, on this channel, which is great. But the thing is, I've just been traveling so much, it just is too big to travel with me. So I'm going to try to condense it and put it into my planner. So we'll see how that works. So I'm hoping that will get into the planner. And the big part of the planner is that it's going to hold my daily to-do lists, like by date. So that's another thing I'm hoping to be more on top of, is my daily to-do list. And having all of these things in one place, I think, is going to really help me. So that kind of goes with the Filofax part. And then the other part of this category that I really want to focus on is working on one project a month in my home, of an organizational project. So I still have a lot of spaces to work on in my house. Don't worry, you guys are going to see more spaces. And I do like to touch things up annually. So there will be times when I revisit spaces that I've already shown series on this channel. Like this summer I did my master bathroom retouch-up, which I had posted a video on last summer. So there'll be more stuff like that as well, and that counts as a project. So I think if I can get to one project a month in my house, that would make me really, really happy. And that's all I have for that category. The third category I have, I think, is a very common one for lots of people this time of year for New Year's resolutions, is health and fitness. I'm pretty happy with my health and my level of fitness. There's just some things I want to fine-tune. December is sort of, I give myself December off, basically, of food journaling, of a lot of working out, because I'm just so busy and crunched with not having a lot of time, that I sacrifice a lot of my cross training and some of my yoga, and we're traveling a lot. I still was running, I'm training for my half marathon right now. And that's another big goal, is to make it to this race healthy enough to be able to participate. I'm planning on running in the Disney Princess Half Marathon at the end of February. Training's going very well so far. Knock on wood. Oh right, somebody told me you shouldn't double cross, just cross one. Okay, just cross one and knock on wood. There you go. So, that's obviously a kind of already built-in goal, because I've signed up for it and I've been working on it for a long time now. But I want to get back into my cross training, build that back up now that the holidays are over. Make sure that I am practicing yoga consistently, so that sort of it transforms a little bit every year. Right now I'm really into Anusara yoga, which is flow-based, vinyasa style. It's very heart-centered. There's a lot of back bending, inversions, things of that nature. So I'm trying to get to one of those classes a week, and then the last few months I've picked up yin yoga, which is a great practice. It's a very gentle, very stretch-oriented practice. It's very very grounding and relaxing. And so I'm trying to get to one of those classes a week. So 2 classes a week of yoga. If I could get to those as often as I'm not traveling, that would be awesome. And then when I am traveling, I'm kind of hoping to be able to bring my practice more with me. I used to be really good about practicing on vacations, doing yoga and stuff, bringing my little travel yoga mat and all that, but I haven't lately. So I gotta get back on the yoga bandwagon and the cross training bandwagon. Let's see. Going along with the half marathon training, I've been following my training plan really well, but also listening to my body. I had to skip one run so far, just because I needed the day off, and that's okay. I mean, listening to my body is a very important part of my training, but also I have been logging all my runs and journaling. I have a specific training journal, and so that's been really important for me to keep on top of as well. So I want to just maintain that practice. Keep up with my food journal. I gave myself the month of December off. And the thing with the food journal is I just tend to eat better when I'm journaling about what I'm eating. So I didn't write down like eat healthier. I eat healthy most of the time anyway. I've been eating a lot of candy and cookies and sweets this month, but that will end. And now that I'm back with the food journaling, I'll just be more back on track with healthy eating. They seem to go hand in hand. And lastly, for this category, stretch more. I have just, with the running, just been getting really tight, and when I get really tight, I'm much more susceptible to injury. So I'm trying to prevent injury, be on top of my icing, my legs and stuff, and just stretch more and stretch longer, I think, are important. Moving right along, now we're in the last 2 categories, and these categories are more personal, sort of emotional almost goals, I guess. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but my 4th category here is to make space, and this will make more sense as we go on. Make space in my life and in my time for these things, if that makes sense. So first of all, I'd like to incorporate 15 minutes of practicing music into my day. I have played piano since I was about, 6, 5? I was pretty young. And it's sort of fallen to the wayside since I graduated from high school, actually, which is a long time. It was 10 years ago. And I go through kind of bouts with it, and it's just, if I could get to practicing, and I picked up guitar last year, and I'm slowly learning. So if I could kind of either alternate or something, at least like 15 minutes minimum a day, I think that would make a huge impact in my life. Music is very important to me, and making music is such a great anxiety buster. It's a great mood lifter. It's very grounding. It's very rewarding. Practicing music is very rewarding for me. So that would be a great thing to incorporate into my daily round. In 15 minutes, I think I could wing that. I hope so. Spend more quality time, otherwise known as QT, with my husband Don, my dog Winnie, and my family and friends. December was great for spending quality time with all of those people and animals, and I had so much fun, and I've just grown so much more comfortable and confident around myself and around my loved ones, and my social anxiety is getting better. I think YouTube has a lot to do with that, so I want to keep up. The more I am social, the easier it is on a long-term basis. It's when I go like long stretches of time without seeing people that it gets harder. So I want to try to keep up sort of a consistent, sorry, my screen went black again. A consistent social calendar. That would be nice. And I love all those people, and having quality time with them makes a huge impact in my quality of my life. So that's important. Keep in touch with people better. I've just been terrible about email and calling and birthdays and all of that with my friends specifically. So I want to just be better about that. I want to make sure I call my grandma more. I have one surviving grandparent now. and she'll be 91 at the end of this month, and I really want to make more of an effort to see her and call her more. And my friends too. And I just realized I didn't put my rings back on. I put lotion on downstairs, so I took my rings off. Don't worry, I am still married. I put lotion on. Oops. Sorry, that was distracting. And lastly, spend more quality solo downtime, like with me and myself and I. A lot of my alone time is spent running around doing things, and what I really need is to spend some alone time where I'm not running around. I can still be doing things, but be things that are creative or grounding, such as taking baths. I want to take more baths. I want to reincorporate journaling into my daily life. I started a daily gratitude journal practice about 2 years ago, and I've been very good about that. Every night writing between like 3 to 10 kind of items that I'm grateful for, things, items, bullet points, whatever, things that have happened, or whatever. It kind of ranges on a lot of different topics, but that's been a really nice way to end my day, is to end on that positive up note. I do it right before I go to sleep. It's the last thing I do. Well, I do that, and then I put my lotion on my hands and my feet, and then I go to bed. Excuse me. It's very dry in Utah, so I'm getting dried here. But I want to journal more. I used to keep a very active, personal diary kind of journal, and I feel like it's really helpful to me. And that's where you can write anything in it. It doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to be bad, it can be whatever you want, whatever you feel. So I want to try to incorporate that more. I don't want to say every day, even though that would be nice, because I feel like that might be a little unrealistic, but just at all would be nice. And reading. I want to read more. And I can read in the bath, so those kind of go hand in hand. So I'm hoping to get back into a regular reading practice now that the holidays are over. And so I'll be posting more book nooks, book reviews on my housewife life, hopefully, next month or so. And lastly, we come to the last category, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the last bullet point of the make space category, which was spend more quality downtime alone. This category is called slow down. Slow down. I feel like I'm running around at a mile a minute all the time. So I know these are a lot of things to do, but I think it's manageable to do them and also have time to slow down. So I'll just go through that list. Cut myself some slack. I am really, really hard on myself. I am definitely my biggest critic by far. I always feel terribly bad about things that I shouldn't. I worry way too much. That's the next item, worry less. I've been better about cutting myself some slack, but I really need to constantly think about it. Otherwise, I slide right back into my being way too hard on myself ways. Be more present. Goes hand in hand with slowing down. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy what's happening right now. Not worry so much about what has happened or what might happen, but let's focus on right now. Craft some. So I love crafting, and going along with that is bake some and baking. To me, they're sort of similar. They have similar effects where they're very calming. It's a creative thing I can do where it's very focused, but it's very centering. And so I want to incorporate some more baking and crafting into my life. I just haven't had time, and if I slow down a little, I might have some time for those things. Love lots. I'm big on love. I love all of you. I love all of my family and my husband and my dog and my friends and everything, but you can't share enough love. No, you can't share too much love. There is no such thing as too much. So I'll keep giving the love, And lastly, be grateful for this life. I am very grateful for my life. I know I am extremely lucky for my situation, for the family I have, for the friends I have, for the love I have, for my awesome, awesome husband, for my sweet dog, and for all that we have, you know, with our homes and being safe and being healthy. I'm already very grateful for that, but just being continually grateful, being present in my gratefulness, that sort of thing. And the last thing I wrote here on my list, you can see, oh, my nail is chipped. It's a wonderful life. And those kind of go together, because it is. I mean, sometimes things get hard and, you know, you struggle and it's not easy, but you're alive. And that's enough to be grateful for. So I am extremely grateful for my life, for every second of it, good, bad, easy, hard, whatever. I'm looking forward so much this year. I'm so excited to spend it with you guys. This has become such a big part of my life, having this community of people now, and I thank you all so much for your support and your enthusiasm and your encouragement. You guys are helping me evolve and grow as a person, and I just love sharing my life with you, and will continue to do so. Yeah. So anyway, those were my New Year's resolutions for 2012. I would love, love, love to hear what you're kind of thinking about for this year for yourself. If you want to, you know, just leave a comment or leave a video response, that would be great. I will definitely watch it. I'm going to hopefully get to announcing the holiday contest winners soon. There'll be a video coming up about that because we have to vote on the top 4 or 5. I don't know. I haven't narrowed it down yet, but it's hard to watch the videos here because the internet is so slow, so it might not be till next week that I get to that. But I had given myself till mid-January to do it, so I'm not too worried about it. See, I cut myself some slack. Anyway, I think the prizes are worth waiting for. Anyway, I will be back with new videos this year. Hopefully I will be back with my Loftus video next week, and my calendar soon after, and then I'll be working on projects at home again. So I will see you guys soon. I can't wait to share this year with you again. Like I said, thank you for sticking with me for 2011. Here's to an awesome 2012, and let's go get 'em. Go get 'em, Tiger. I don't know what I just said, but yes, we'll go get 'em. Okay, take care, you guys. Bye.